Now then, welcome to another video. So following on from last week's video that I did on my Orcs and Goblins, I thought today I'd have a look at my Wood Elves that I've put together to oppose them. So this collection then, it started life as my Saga Age of Magic force. I think it was Lords of the Wild it was called, and I got a load of those Sylvaneth models. But with the release of Midgard and putting my Orcs and Goblins together, I thought I could create a Wood Elf force out of it. And this is what I've come up with. So starting on I'll tell you what we'll do, we'll start on the left hand side and look at the cavalry first. So the cavalry then, these are all Oathmark figures, so the Oathmark cavalry figures. I'll show you the main unit of cavalry first. That's these guys. These are pretty much stock as they come. I think what I might have done is just extend the banner pole there, just make it a bit longer to put a banner on. Yeah, I think it's Oathmark Elf Cavalry, and you get 15 in a box. So I've managed to create 3 units out of it. It's easy like medium cavalry. Wood Elf Knights, Glade Riders I think they're called in Warhammer. And then what I've done is, using parts from other kits, I've made some horse archers. I think the bow arms and things are off the Oathmark light infantry sprues that I had spare. So I've done that. I've made 2 units of those, light cavalry. And I had 1 figure left, so I thought I'd make a mounted commander. This is a bit of a kit bash, this one. It's an Oathmark figure, but with the Games Workshop. Now, what was that set called? I think it's called the Eternal Guard. Head and shield. And the Eternal Guard Champion's axe. So I had to cut that down and attach it to the arm there. Yeah, I think it came out alright, that one. I did name them all because I'm an absolute geek, but I also didn't write it on the base. So that's a commander for those. So that's a little cavalry contingent. So moving to the centre, what we've got is the army commander, which is this guy. So the Nomad Prince model from Games Workshop that I had before. That's my army commander with his magical weapon or enchanted weapon. Really cool figure, that one. Really like it. I think I've just re-released this Games Workshop actually with the old world. Yeah, there he is. That's the commander. I've got 2 units of scouts, Wood Elf scouts. So skirmishers with elf longbows. As you can see, I went a bit mad with the basing. They do smell nice though, because all this is mixed herbs. That's 1 unit of those, and there's another unit just there. In fact, I'll show you this one as well. So that one there is the one of the metal champions that I've added in there. Next up then we've got the Elf Mage. This is an Oathmark metal figure again. Really do like the Oathmark metals. Not sure who sculpts them, but they're really cool. They really remind me of the older Games Workshop metals that you used to get. But yeah, that's the Elf Mage. And then first unit of Spearmen. These are all Games Workshop figures. So these are the Eternal Guard. Not much to paint up. Bit of freehand on the banner and things. They're pretty cool. Quite like those. That's 1 melee unit, and then I've got this unit here, another unit of Spearmen, which are all the Oathmark Spearmen. Again, a bit of faffing about with the banner, but I really enjoy painting these, so yeah, so there's 12 figures on there. If you haven't looked at the Oathmark figures, highly recommended, they're great. The champion there is metal, it's an Oathmark metal figure as well. And then sat behind them, we've got another Elf Mage. It's actually a tree spirit. This is a random 3D print I picked up at Battleground a couple of years ago. Just thought it was really cool. I think it cost me 50p or something. It's quite cool. There you go. And she goes with the Tree Lord, which is like my giant tree man, basically. It's the way the rules work in Midgard. The like big giants and things like that and war machines are classed as being aloof, so they won't listen to anybody unless the character that's controlling them has got the Beastmaster trait. Yeah, so that little wizard hangs about with this beastie. Really cool figure. Big, it's a Sylvaneth model. Sylvaneth Tree Lord. That's cool. And then we'll move on to the right wing. So over on this side then we've got some more typical what you'd expect with the Wood Elves. So first of all we've got their leader, which is a Wood Elf champion with a bow. It's quite cool. I think that's a Warhammer Underworld figure or something that I picked up on eBay for a couple of quid. Turned out quite nice. And then we've got 3 units of Wood Elf Longbowmen. That's the first one. Again with the Metal Oathmark champions. These are all the Oathmark plastics. As you can see, they're pretty cool. Got a bit of a sheen to them, but I quite like them. Yeah, that's one. Oops. Next one. Again with the metal champion in the front rank there. Same with the sword and the shield. So pretty good. And then finally the last one. Again another elf champion. So I've got a horn. They're very nice figures, aren't they? A fraction of the price of the Games Workshop as well. Talking about Games Workshop figures, we've got 2 units of Dryads and a unit of Kernoth Hunters, which I just call Treekin. So the Dryads, there's one of them. Very spindly figures, they're pretty cool though, to be fair. A unit of Dryads, like tree spirit type creatures. They come to aid the Wood Elves. Just to show you one of those, and then the Kernoth Hunters that I call the Treekin in my list. Just 3 on a base. They're pretty cool. They're like ogre size. All these great big swords. They're pretty good. So in the rules, these are classed as brutal. So when they charge in and things, they hit on a 4+ instead of 5. Yeah. They're a bit of an artillery magnet most of the time, but they cause some damage when they get in. And then one more character for them, which is the Branch Witch. This one leads all the sort of forest folk really, so their own little commander. Really enjoyed painting these. A lot of contrast paint on these, to be honest. I think it's pretty much 95% contrast that I used on these guys. Painted them a while ago, but alright. So yeah, there's my Wood Elf force. Just a quick video really, just to show you them. Like I said, I am planning on doing another army. Probably be like kind of Conan the Barbarian type humans and things. But I might expand this army, so I've still got a few elves left to paint. But yeah, there they are. Right, I hope you enjoyed the video. Any comments or anything, just leave them below. It's always appreciated. I always like to read them. I always try and reply as well. But anyway, have a great week and I'll speak to you soon. Bye bye.